You will inevitably face Devin. How do you see the match going?
Oof. I have no idea. And from what I heard, Devin say he would do the same thing that he did to Oleg or to anyone that he actually faced in the past, 3 or 4 years, which would be the mind games and whatnot. And actually, I don't know how much that would affect me. It would probably have a little bit of an effect on me, I can't lie. But I would, of course, try to kind of minimize the effect by ignoring him as much as I can. And in the actual match, I imagine him just going, in that King's move and me trying to, if I had a healthy arm, press or flop wrist press and then transition and try to, kind of compose myself, uh, keep myself quite tight without opening up too much and kind of trying to pin him or in the worst case scenario, making him foul, but not, intentionally fouling him out, but, pressing him closer and closer and where he, eventually fouls out like he did with Chance Shaw. Uh, but because of my injury right now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to press or floppers press as, or even hook as effectively as I was able to in the past, which is like one of my worries. You know, the doctors keep saying, "Oh, the therapy, and all that will work," but I keep asking them, "Okay, but is it going to bring me back to the level where I was?
Yeah.
If not, I want to have surgery, immediately, just because even though I need to like wait longer and whatever not, it will bring me back to where I was."
Yeah, because
So
someone just living their life, if they just don't really need to lift any weights, like they don't care if they're 80% as strong as they used to be. But if
yeah,
you're like, if I'm never getting this thing back to 100%, what the fuck's the point? Like,
yeah, absolutely. So I think I wouldn't have that many problems at WAF or Worlds or European Championships. I think I can adapt to a good top roll and probably beat all the guys over there. But if I want to compete at the top level at East versus West or King of the Table with my right hand, not having those things in your arsenal is definitely a huge disadvantage. And I hope I will be able to get back to my former self
so
or form.
I'm actually curious because I believe the way you've described this match, some people will disagree with. And I only bring it up because you have described a scenario where Devin is clinging on for life in his king's move at the very end of his range. Do you think there's a do you think it's possible he might literally Oleg Petrenko you and just like from the first round, he's just holding you in the center talking to you? Is there any world that could happen?
I think so. Yes, yes. I think that would definitely be an option or a possibility. But I'm kind of counting on my flop wrist press or press being strong enough to at least push him off center.
Hmm.
That's what I'm like counting on. But it's definitely not, uh, you know, uh, out of the kind of realm of possibility where he could just stonewall me in the middle, laugh at my face, and pin me like he did to Oleg.
And there would be nothing you can do in that moment. The moment he starts fucking being an asshole for no reason, even if you've been the nicest guy in the whole setup, he'll or the whole lead up to the match, you might still just get held and talked to. That's just how he is.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
so much I would say if I were to think of a match where I would want a result, there is no match I would want than for you to just completely obliterate Devin, holding, talking to him, everything. Like to think of him losing to a 20-year-old in the manner he does it to everyone else would just be like, it would bring the biggest smile to my face ever. I don't think
yeah,
that will
yeah.
happen. If you win, I think it'll be a very contested match. But man, it would be
Absolutely.
very satisfying for him to get a taste of his own medicine by a 20-year-old. That would be awesome. So, other question about Devin. How do you see your chances against Devin left-handed?
I think it's a lot better than my right hand, than the chances that I have with my right hand, especially now. But my left hand is I wouldn't say very, but it's a lot more healthier than my right hand. And it's very similar in its abilities to press and flop wrist press. And I have a better top roll with my left hand. My wrist is a little bit stronger, I would say. My pronation is stronger. My rising is stronger on my left hand. So seeing Camille beat him with a flopper's press kind of gives me the confidence where I think as well I would have a better shot at beating him with the left hand. But it's definitely, I mean, Devin has, at least from what I know, it has been training his left hand as well a little bit,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken. So his left hand is probably better now than it was when he faced Camille. But yeah, I think I would have a better shot at beating him with the left hand.